Okay, let's go ahead and get started here. In that, I'm going to start a new game here with Varnhold's lot, and we'll create a new character, and this time we'll use NPCs. I will still continue my playthrough normal. I just wanted to do this as an experiment since some people had specified that I missed a bunch and that the party I had was having issues. So let's go ahead and go next. And we will stay on normal difficulty. So next. And we will create a new character. Next. So we want to import a main character. Yeah, we'll go ahead and import Jersia, who's our main person. Okay. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead with this one. Next. And we will make them an Ajamir, I think. And female. And let's tone down the skin a little. That looks better. And the hair color, that's better. I think that hairstyle's okay. Let's look at the face. We'll go with that face, and that should be good for there. So next, we are going to go sorcerer. And we will stay a normal sorcerer. Let's see. +2 wisdom and charisma. I think we'll go with this one. And for the bloodline, we're going to go with undead. So next. Stats. Their charisma needs to be 18. There's just no question about that. Their dex needs to be 16, I think. That leaves me 5 points, which means I can get a 14 in something, and I think we'll put it in con. And skills, we'll take Arcana and Persuasion. So next. Okay. Ooh, good question. What do I take for proficiencies? Do I want them to be a summoner, or do I want them to be... Well, let's take... Well, we can take combat casting with our normal, so we could take dodge. Let's go ahead and take toughness. Let's make a sorcerer that's actually pretty good, and combat casting. And so they get grave touch, cause fear, false life, vampiric touch, grasp dead, wave of fatigue, and they get their DR at 3rd level. Okay, so next. So I think we will give them mage armor for one spell, and the other spell needs to be a good offensive spell. I don't really like touch spells. Let's go with, well, let's see, Flare Burst. Affects a 10-foot radius, which only dazzles. Ear piercing scream is a single target. Let's go ahead and do ear piercing scream. Almost nothing has resistance versus sound. So let's make them a little bit crazy because they're basically
Wherever my legs carry me.
both undead and let's give them a random birthday. And we will name them Moria. And we will make them neutral. And next.
Let's shred them.
Okay, that completes the basic, but now they go up some levels. So let's go ahead and raise their levels. So we definitely want to keep our persuasion up. Question is, do I want some perception? Well, perception is not a base skill. And I don't really need to use magic item unless I wanted to use cleric items. So Arcana, or do we want to give them one in religion? Let's continue with Arcana. Next. Complete. Next. And next. Okay, and again, Persuasion, Arcana, I think we're just going to stick with those. Next. Okay. So we can give her dodge. Yeah, let's go ahead and give her dodge. That'll give her more armor class. And we'll get her DR and cold resistance. So next. They got cause fear. So they get another first level spell here. I could take magic missile or snowball. Good question. Let's go ahead and take magic missile. Next. Complete. Okay, another level in sorcerer. Next. And we'll put an extra point in charisma. And increase these. And next. Okay, second level spell. They only get one. So we could do acid arrow, or let's still burning arc. We're going to try making an offensive magic user here. Something I don't normally do. Okay, complete. And one more level here, and they'll get false life. Next. Same two skills. Next. Okay. They're not wearing any armor, so we don't want that. You could give them meta magic. Actually, I know what we want. We want... where is it? Point blank shot. It's right there. They suggested it. We want point blank shot. So next. And they get a first and second level spell. So Stone Fist lets them attack with their hands. Let's go ahead and give them Burning Hands so they have an arc magic spell. And second level spell. Let's go ahead and give them Mirror Image as a defensive spell. So next. And complete. Okay, now we go into the actual beginning. There are some stories that resemble the last fleeting beam of sunlight as the sun sets in the fog. It gleams and disappears, leaving perhaps a bright trace in someone's memory. One such story is of a town called Varnhold, and I, an author still unknown to you, shall convey it in every truthful and exciting detail.
Lords and ladies, today we are here to honor 3 brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands. Baron Hannes Drelev, the new master of Glenabon, Captain Maegor Varn, the conqueror of Dunsword, and finally, the tamer of the Shrike Hills, who put an end to the atrocities of the Staglord's bandits. Step forward. On behalf of the people of the free city of Rostov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
And for those who don't watch my YouTube series, that's my character
Step
from my
forward.
main Let's Play.
On behalf of the people of the free city of Rostov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
Thank you, Lady Aldori, distinguished guests. It is a great honor for me. It is with the greatest joy that I announce the founding of my barony in Dunsward. It shall be called Varnhold. But I must say that this happy event is not mine to claim alone. The stolen lands would never have yielded to me if it weren't for the valor of my friends and companions. Now I would like to introduce my right hand, a hero without whose help I wouldn't be standing here now. Please, step forward.
Okay, so I don't know that we want to talk to any of these people. Let's go ahead and just head on. Move the story along. Hold just a second here, I'm going to adjust something. Okay. So, Maegor and Sepal are basically having a conversation here.
But, Varn, my dear friend, would you please be so kind as to explain what devil take you've been doing? I've financed this venture with my own personal funds, not to mention all the effort and time I've invested, And pray tell, what was it all for? For you to assemble the fruits of our labors and pitch the whole lot down the privy?
Fruits? I've been busy guarding these fruits from Brevoy's incessant fruit moths. But I'm a baron now. We finally have our own land. For the first time in our lives, we're independent. No one can tell us what to do. And you want to destroy everything we've achieved by inviting spies into our house? Of course! Why not? Please, do come in, eavesdrop, sniff around, take whatever you please. Cephal is generous. He said make yourself at home.
Oh, Asmodeus, please give me the patience to withstand this nonsense, or take my soul already. Varn, what are you saying? What is this independence you speak of? We depend on Restov for literally everything, from the inflow of settlers to the food to feed them. I like Jamandi no more than you do, but it will take us years to free ourselves from her influence. Right now we must bow to our patron, brag about a title we received from her very hands.
Listening to you is disgusting. Did we claw away our own piece of land, only to keep toiling away for all those... Ah, friend! You're right on time. Come, be our arbiter.
What are you arguing about?
At issue is the fact that Jamandi Aldori has generously offered to Magar the use of her envoy. And who is Jamandi Aldori? The very same one who created our barony, and who could make it disappear with a flick of her finger. An insignificant figure in the grand scheme of things, no doubt. But good Varn refused her. And to top it all off, he rather suggestively hinted that he considers every single one of Brevoy's diplomats to be spies.
What else should I consider them? Cephal, have you grown foggy in your old age? I can hardly recognize you. You've always been a hardliner. You've always put the interests of our ventures above everything else. And now you want us to roll over on our backs for the Aldori, wiggle our tails, and wait to be petted. We're an independent state now, and we shall have it known to all that we won't be ordered about.
Magar, of course they're spies. You refused the spy in plain sight. Congratulations, well done. Now the Sword Lords will send other spies, ones we won't even be able to see. Restov has invested a great deal in our barony. He is ready to invest yet more. So why bite the hand that feeds us before the feeding is over? We could at least pretend to be humble, so long as we're still getting something for it.
Well, for one thing, that's low. By accepting Restov's handouts, we're taking on certain obligations. I know you don't care a fig for morality, but think of our reputation. Who will want to deal with us if we steal from our employers and stab them in the back?
Why do you keep saying us and our? Do I need to remind you that you're a baron now? That is the difference between you and me. You were born of a noble family, and yet even now, after receiving lands and power, you continue to think like the leader of a band of thugs. While my parents plowed the soil, and I learned to read by moonlight. But even as a snot-nosed child, I tried to think like a ruler, a king without a kingdom. After decades, my plans and schemes are finally bearing fruit. I shall not allow you to destroy everything we have created with your stupid pride.
Magar is right. We must claim our rights at once, or we'll never climb out from under Restov's boot.
I will tell you one thing. If you engaged battle as clumsily as you're playing politics, all of us would be long dead by now. Caution, restraint, tactical finesse. When you're on the battlefield, you seem to remember what these things are. How is it that you've forgotten all of it now?
With all due respect, Cephal, I'm still the military leader here. You've called me hot-tempered and reckless many times before, pleading that I'll get all of us killed. But look around. We're still alive. Don't be a coward now. I know what I'm doing.
That is true. You have saved us more than once. Apparently in order to valiantly ruin not just a party of mercenaries, but an entire barony. All right, enough arguing. What is done cannot be undone. You spoiled my game quite a bit, Magar, and I will not forget it in a hurry. We shall try to play with the hand we were dealt. Celebrations are over. It's time for everyday life. I suggest we exchange bows with the respected hosts and set off to Varnhold. We have much work to do.
Let's go. Varnhold awaits.
If we had a Brevin envoy with us, they'd be spying out the road to Varnhold for Jamandi.
As if Jamandi best not learn where we live. If there were an envoy with us, I would already be feeding them misinformation.
They're coming. Why is my hair black now? You are a mercenary party, no more. You are my personal guard, the best of the best. We will never fight for others' gold again. From now on, we fight for what's ours. Hip hip hooray! Glory to Baron Vaughn! Welcome back, Your Grace. Did you have fun at the celebration? Have enough to eat? Good. Then let's get back to work before you squander the whole barony. You should have gone with us. You would have liked it. I hate Restroff. Besides, while you were at the ball, another bandit gang slithered into town, and who would have taken care of it if I weren't here, huh? Anyway, the festivities are over. You're a baron now. Get to baroning. If you say so, to baroning. Here's my first order. I shall appoint you, Krajandi, as treasurer. You, Sapal, will be my regent, and you, Moria, my general. Any questions? No. Then get to work. Hard to believe, isn't it? After so many years of life on the road, nights in barracks and tents, I am now a baron with my own humble baronial residence. Yes, it's wonderful finally getting a place to call home. All one can wish now is a family to go with it. Yes, because who needs an empty house when your only companion is an echo? Well, our best days are still ahead. Well, General, here's your first order. Talk to Krenji and pick 3 of our lads as your brothers in arms. I don't care. I can't spare more than 3 for now. Someone has to guard the capital. Take the best, however. Whoever will follow you to hell and back. When you've gathered them together, come find me at the fort. There's something I need you to do. Okay. Peasant, peasant. Bruiser, Tougher, Greco. These are the ones you get by default. We're not going to take them. Oh, let's grab this. We're going to hire somebody, 3 other people, because to be honest, they are not good for our party composition. So you finished celebrating, have you? Let's get to business. My gut tells me they aren't going to let us live peacefully in this land. We're lucky to have a resourceful person like you on our side. Of course you are. Without me, you'd be paupers. But why are you sucking up to me? You after the beer in my stock? I'm not pouring any today. Don't get your hopes up. You are cheerful as always. What's there to be cheery about? Of course, a barony is a profitable venture, but do you have any idea what it's like to be treasurer? The quartermaster job was a thorn in my butt, but this one is more like a wyvern claw, or a whole wyvern. I want to take someone from the team on a raid. I would recommend Gecko, the Bruiser, and Terra. It's a waste while such strong priest and fighter. You can tear enemies to pieces with bare hands is stuck patrolling the streets, and Terra, the insolent mug, I'm afraid to keep her cooped up in Varnhold. What if she starts thinking too fondly of the good old times when she was a pirate? No, I'd rather make my own choices. Right, our people no good sitting in fortress getting fat. Okay, so now we're going to build better than the default one. So first of all, I want a fighter. So let's see if we can find a good fighter. I could do a barbarian. I could basically create my character from the other one. Yeah, let's do something like that. Doop-de-doo-doo. Next. Human. Female. Can we get the hair a little bit more reddish? And I forget what hairstyle I used. I think we'll use that one. We'll use that face. Let's make them a little bigger. Okay. Next. Make them a barbarian. Armored Hulk. Next. So we want them to have a good strength and a good con. And we will make strength their high one. And then for their points, we will put one in athletics, one in mobility, one in perception, and one in nature lore. Next. Oh, let's see. What do we want to make them specialized in? Let's give them weapon focus. We did battle axe with the other. Let's do battle axe. We'll do it with a one-handed and have them have a shield. A little bit different than the last one. And let's give them armor focus. Heavy armor. Next. We'll make them aggressive. And we'll make them neutral. And we will call this one... Oh, I don't remember what I called the other one. We'll call him Mucker.
None shall escape.
So the basic characters created. Now we need to level them up. Next. We'll keep with the same skills. And next. Give them guarded stance. Complete. Another level barbarian. This will give them... Okay. Same skills. Next. Okay. Give them shield focus. Next. Complete. Another level in barbarian. Next. Put a point in strength. Give them the same skills. Next. Let's go ahead and give them Animal Fury, which gives them the bite attack. Or we could give them Renewed Vigor. Let's give them Renewed Vigor. They can do a little healing on themselves. We were having problems with healing. Hopefully I'll build a much better person this time, so. Next. Okay. Complete. One more level. They'll move faster in their armor. Same skills. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next. They get a feat. And good question. What do we want to give them? Let's give them power attack. Okay. So that's one of them. I like that picture. Lots of good wizard pictures. Let's go ahead and select that one. Let's go with half elf. And we'll leave it male. Next. Ooh, the question is, I don't think they get... We should probably actually go with a cleric. As much as I like the Munster Tactician, they don't have that much healing is the problem. Because they don't get aura. They get their Summon Munster. Ah, decisions, decisions, decisions. Now, we'll make it a cleric. Well, yeah, we'll make it a cleric. So, next. And we want something that has animal domain, so we'll do a cleric of Estriel. Give them channel positive. Give them animal domain. And let's go with community. Okay, next. So we want an 18 wisdom. Doom, 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 doom. We want at least a 13 charisma. Oh, let's back that out. because we can use our extra points to get the 18. Okay. So that leaves us a few extra points. Question is, do we want this cleric to be able to fight? Yeah, let's let the cleric have a reasonable strength and a little bit of con. Okay, they get 2 points. We will put it in, we'll put 1 in perception and 1 into religion. Okay, and next. Skill focus. We get a skill. Oh, that's right. We get a skill focus because we're half elf. Let's put the skill focus into perception. Let's give them a good perception. And we'll take selective channel. So next. And we'll make them pious. I think they have to be, I think they can be neutral law. I think that's, or neutral. I think those are their only 2 choices. So let's be neutral. Nope, we can't be neutral. So I guess we're neutral law. And we'll call him Clarin. And next. I should have gave him longer hair. Oh well. Next. Boom. Next. Okay. Complete. Another level in cleric. Next. Boom, boom. Next. Oh, yeah, it's next level. Oh, da-da-da-da. Alertness, allied armor, back to back, combat casting, coordinated. Extra channel. Let's give them extra channel. I'm basically trying to build something that's really good at healing, because we're going to need lots of that with the Baron getting injured all the bloody time. Okay. So complete that. Next level. This level we get our animal. Next. So we're going to give him a bear, because that's what we had in the picture. So next. And, ooh, this is a good question. Do we need another point? Let's put it in wisdom. We'll put it in wisdom. Boom, boom. Okay, next. And complete. And our last level. Next. Same 2 skills. Next. And we want to take Boon Companion so that our bear is more powerful. So next. And complete. Okay. So we got that now. So let's talk to him. And get one more. This one will be just a straight fighter. We don't need any thievish types because we got the Baron. We're actually going to have 2 casters, which is probably not ideal. So we want a tank. I'm not seeing great tank pictures so far. Could go with a dwarf tank. Yeah, let's go with a dwarf tank. I haven't run a dwarf tank. So next, dwarf. And I don't know that we can get blondish. Looks like that's as close as we're going to get there. That looks better. Okay, next. And we're going to make him a fighter. And we're going to make him a straight fighter. Okay. I would have liked higher strength, but since I took a dwarf, I had to deal with what I had. Okay, he gets 2 skills. We're going to put it in nature and athletics. Okay, next. We're going to give him weapon focus. I don't know, I'd like to give him Dwarven War Axe, but I don't know that we'll ever find a magical Dwarven War Axe. And we'd be competing for battle axes. Give him Warhammer, though I doubt we'll find magic Warhammers either. Because unfortunately most of the magic weapons were actually geared for if you took the suggested people. But we'll go ahead and give him Warhammer. We'll make him a Warhammer type person. And we will give him armor focus heavy armor. And next. And we'll make him a pragmatic dwarf. And we will call him Kimley. And we'll make him neutral. After all, these are all supposed to be mercenaries, so they should be towards the neutral part of the thing. Okay. So, complete. Boom. Another level in fighter. Next. Okay, so athletics and nature lore. Next. Let's give him dodge. Next. Complete. Okay, another level in fighter. Next. Do we want to continue nature lore, or do we want to give him one? Let's give him one at least in world. Actually, we should probably switch to world because he's probably gonna wind up being the cook. So let's go ahead and give him toughness. Next. Complete. Okay. Next. Put an extra point in strength, because strength is what we're going to want to get up. Doom, doom. Next. Weapon specialization, Warhammer. Next. Complete. One more level in fighter. Next. Okay, what do we want to give him? Probably power attack at this point. Power attack. Okay, next. Oh, we get 2 at this point. Oh, we get weapon training. Oh, we're going to take weapon training in... What does hammer fall under? There. Next. And complete. Okay. And are you the one that sells equipment? Yeah. Okay. So, what do we got here? Let's see. We have some magic armor. We have belts and stuff. So we have bracers 3. Let's go ahead and get a set of bracers 3. And let's see. So we need a warhammer. And we need +1 heavy shield. And I doubt we can, well, we could afford magical full plate. So let's go ahead and get him full plate. Okay. And then you can't wear full plate. So we will go with +1 chainmail. And a heavy shield. So you should be good. We had 25,000, right? Yeah. And we really don't care about getting you a magic weapon quite yet. Though we may get you a... We'll see what we have left for money. Okay, you also want a +1 heavy shield. And we also want a set of full plate for you. Okay, so that leaves me 21. So let's go back and visit weapons. So we can afford a magic weapon. I guess we could have got at least a +1 Dwarven War Axe. Oh well. We'll see if I was wrong or not about doing that. And let's get a +1 Heavy Mace. Okay, that should be enough to start people out. As I remember right from my other playthrough, we find lots of +1 rings, so I'm not going to waste money on buying +1 rings. So we got a little extra. So they have restoration. They do not have raised dead available here. So, just to let you know. which is going to suck for my other playthrough, but such is life. Okay, so let's go ahead and deal. Let's go back to our shared stash. And let's go ahead and sell these off. Get a whole 10 gold. And boom. Okay. Now let's go ahead and equip our people. I don't know why I have a rapier on me, but must have got it from the treasure. So that gets them up to an armor class of 17, which isn't horrible. Not great, but isn't horrible. We're going to get rid of your scale mail and put you in full plate and give you a +1 shield. And the +1 warhammer. Okay, that gets you up to a 27 armor class, which is reasonable at 5th level. Not the best in the world, but reasonable. We're going to replace your studded armor with chainmail. Place your shield with a better shield. And give you... Oh, we forgot to get a magic weapon for our barbarian, didn't we? And we probably don't have enough money to do it now. Well, we'll buy a masterwork here. Okay. So give you plate mail and a magic shield. So that gets you up to a 25 armor class. And did we take... thought we took a specialization for you. Battle axe. So we need a battle axe. So let's talk to you again. Let's sell what we have to sell. Let's go ahead and sell the bows. I never remember to use archery. Okay, that gives us enough. We do have enough to buy a +1 battle axe. And that leaves us 430 gold. Not great. Okay, and let's go ahead and swap that out for our friendly barbarian. And let's go ahead and sell that. Now let's go over and talk to people. So we don't need those people. So there's a guy over here to talk to. And someone told me there was a jester or someone in the inn to talk to. So we'll go talk to people in the inn. What do you seek, soldier? Oh, I'm sorry. General, of course. So what would it be? Spells, magic, secrets? Old Agnarsh can do anything. Knows everything. I have wands and potions. I will tell your fortune. It won't cost you much. Show me your wares. Here, look. Everything is real. Plenty of magic, but no tricks. So he has rings of protection for 2,000. He's got +2, so we'll have to save up money for that. He has potions. So how much do Cure Moderate cost? 300 each. Let's go ahead and buy a Cure Moderate potion. I know, I never remember to use my potions. It also gives us a Reduced Person and a Scorching Ray Scroll. Okay. So we should be done buying stuff. So let's go in the inn and see who there is to talk to in the inn. Peasant, peasant. Peasant, peasant. Oh, I hear you're the general now. Congratulations. This calls for a celebration. Do you want a drink or just water while you're on duty? If I had to serve as General of Varnhold, I'd have to start the day with a glass of gin. But you do that anyway. Who said a tavern's owner life is easier than a general's? What's on the menu? Here, take your pick. So they have... Ooh. We can get a recipe. Looks like we can get several recipes. We don't have much money for recipes right now. Ooh, chocolate ice cream. We need a recipe for chocolate ice cream. There, we now have a recipe for chocolate ice cream. And 37 gold. Okay. And let's go ahead and learn our recipe. So we can now make chocolate ice cream. Yay! Okay, let's go upstairs. See if there's anyone upstairs. No one in here. I think this is the room we can sleep in and store stuff in. So let's go over here. Okay, let's go sleep. Okay, so we should be all good there. And let's see if there's anyone with a name up here we need to talk to. Peasant, peasant. Fisherman. A new place, a new life. Another fisherman. It's a little bit here for now, but it's alright. If we work hard in a few years, this will be a great town. Another fisherman. Finally, a place I can call home. A guard. A peasant. So let's go ahead and head up to the castle and talk to the Baron. Across the ford here. Little rabbit-y thing. Okay. And let's go talk to the Baron. Moria, you're on time. We need to discuss the incident in Dunsworth and about 1,000 other things that have come crashing down on us, along with the Baronhood. What do I need to know about the incident in Dunsward? There's a place in my domains called City of Hollow Eyes. Until recently it was considered quite a peaceful and harmless place, despite its name. But something strange is going on there. Our scouts report that the Centaurs have attacked the locals, and a gang of cutthroats is wandering the area. It's a good bet that the Centaurs and the bandits were uprooted by something else, something dangerous. Or perhaps they're drawn to the place by something precious. One day I will certainly become a decent baron. I'll sit on the throne, sip wine, and grow fat. But before that wonderful day comes, I hope to add a few more pages to the adventures of the Varnling host. So if you're ready, General, say the word. I'm ready to stretch my legs. Do we want to talk to him about other things? Let's just go ahead and get into the battle. Are you sure? It's your call, but I'm going to ride you hard. Okay, fine, I'll heed your warning and take a little more time to prepare. How are you coping with everything crashing down on you along with the title? Just think of it. I am now a baron. That's right, your grace. I thought after so many years of leading the party, more responsibility wouldn't be a problem. And I was right. I'm not afraid of responsibility, but I'm afraid how little freedom I have left. Our wild exploits are over, Moria. Of course I can still some time to swing my sword around, but we'll never get back to how it was before. Remember that adventure in the three valleys on the border between Roslan and Isia, when the Noose Witch and her rabble were practically ruling the region, and the Sertovos made it a point to do nothing, waiting for the Adori to make their move? Jamandi did the wise thing then and sent a team of mercenaries, that's us, instead of her own warriors. But we definitely didn't do a single wise thing. Ha! You remember whose idea it was to use me as bait? Your own, of course. Who else? Sepal wouldn't talk to you for a month after that. To have him tell it, I am a reckless boy who puts his heart and his appetite for risk above safety and profit, I must say. Sepal can be right at times. But yes, it was an insane plan. Of course we should have listened to Sepal, waited for the scouts from Galt, and watched while more and more people went missing. But time was running out, and the Noose was building shrines to demons lords practically out in the open, and doing whatever she pleased. She must have been the most elusive enemy we've ever met, a witch with an incredible talent for conjurations and illusion, and with almost animal cunning. We tracked her for over a year and never caught up to her once. But we were right about the plan. To make her drop her guard, we had to make her feel like the hunter, not the prey. I was the prey. We figured she'd be well distracted by the commander, betrayed by his own people, and sure enough, you were able to seize the wench. You know, I never told you, but for a moment there I wasn't sure I was going to make it. I was all tied up, lying in the stupid box, and then on the altar, all of the while wondering whether you would ever show up. Would you have enough time? But of course, I never expected what happened after that. Are you talking about my idea to make our entire force look like a horde of demons? Admit it, it was brilliant. Of course it was brilliant, but it's on account of that plan and your ideas in particular, General, that I put these gray hairs on my head. I was preparing to meet my fate when these horned monsters appeared from all around, howling like terror. It's a good thing the witch was as baffled as I was and you managed to grab her quickly. You have to tell me how you got all those goat horns and glowing makeup out in the middle of the forest. By the way, it looked better on you than anyone else. I can wear the horns and demons costume again, but only on one condition. You play the prisoner again. How do you mean, tie up my hands and lie graciously on an altar? Then again, for those little horns. Have you thought about the future, Varnhold's and yours? You mean what will happen when all the dust settles and we straighten these things out here? That's simple. I'll get old really fast, become a terribly grumpy old man, and spend the rest of my days regaling chance guests of the barony with incredible stories about the feats of my past. Truth to be told, I haven't made any real plans for the future. I've hopefully gotten used to the idea that I'm not a vagrant with a sword, but a baron with my own lands, my own town, and my own home. But what does it mean? What about you, Moria? What life do you see for yourself? Do you see yourself settling here in Varnhold? Or maybe just don't like the town and you're sick of me and just waiting for a chance to find greater fortunes elsewhere? I won't leave you, no matter what awaits us next. I thank you, but you have no idea how glad I am to hear this. Let me ask you a question. How is it that you're not sick to death of arguing with Sepal? You've done it every day for years. It's a well thought out strategy. No, I mean it seriously. I've seen firsthand that the best way to rule is if one person makes the decision and has the responsibility, but lets everyone else speak and tries to hear them all. No one is perfect, Moria, especially mercenary Captain Magar Vaughn, who somehow became ruler for no good reason. As long as Sepal was with me, as long as I hear him contradicting me every tiny step, well, I won't risk convincing myself of my own infallibility. Of course, there's another side to this. Making decisions nowadays means drowning in endless arguments, and governing is a competition in finding out who's the biggest idiot. That's why you're so important to me. Without you, Sepal and I would end up acting like fools because we wouldn't be able to stop arguing at the right time. So you see me as a mediator. I don't agree with Sepal on most things. You don't know what a great consolation that is. My hair would already be white as snow if I had to convince him by myself every time. And most importantly, when even you agree with Sepal, then I better think seriously about conceding. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to set off to Dunsward, and so are our people. Are you sure? It's your call, and I'm going to ride you hard just like the good old days. There won't be time for daydreaming or replenishing supplies. Let's go. Everyone's ready to get back on the road. I like that attitude. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Accept. We'll change our order once we're actually out on the road. And of course, since the Baron's in charge, I have to do what they say. Oh, we're camping. Let's manage. So you're a good cook. You're a good camouflager. You're the best we have at lore. So we can do set traps or set alarm. So dwarf isn't doing anything. Let's have the dwarf help with hunting. Or he could help with, can he help with cooking? We'll have him help with cooking. Better cooking, yay. Okay. And let's begin resting. Okay, continue.
People always invent such creepy names for old ruins. I bet when the Cyclops were alive, they called that place Goat Smell Walk or something of that sort.
I highly doubt it. The ancient Cyclopes, after all, had far better taste than you.
There were complaints about merchants disappearing in this area, along with their goods. We should look into this.
Okay, let's do a custom arrangement here. So, me and you go in the back. The bear goes in the front. You and you go beside the bear. You and you go there. And we're at the rear. Okay, that should be a reasonable formation. Okay. Collect all. And we're beginning to see signs. Up, trap.
Over here. Have a look. Looks like I failed. Can you imagine? Well, that was easy.
Did you get yourself blinded already? Dang it. And I forgot to memorize spells. And we forgot there was an alchemist, or this guy.
Believe in yourselves.
Okay, so let's go over here and actually get our spells figured out. Because I didn't bother to memorize spells for those that need to memorize spells.
At your service.
Okay, so let's go ahead and work on that. Let's get rid of the enlarge and replace it with another magic missile. And to be honest, let's replace this with a magic missile too. Part of the problem is if there's too many spells, I forget to use them all. Okay. So false life lasts 1 hour per level. So we could have him throw that. I'd rather have the extra burning arcs, I think, at this point. Though we'll keep the summon. 3rd level. Summon or fireball. I think we'll leave those the same. Okay. You have no spells. You do. Let's take Divine Favor. And another bless. Second level. Let's take a projection from alignment. We don't know what the alignment is, but we'll take that. Take bone shaker. Bull strength. And lesser restoration. Third level spells. We'll take remove blindness, obviously. And prayer. And let's take that. We will probably swap that out. And you have no spells. Okay, and let's go ahead and rearrange. Even though we changed the order here, now we can't do it on the screen. Okay. So let's reorganize our stuff here. Never going to use days. And we're not going to use touch or fatigue, so we can get rid of those. Let's put this one down here. And we'll put disrupt undead down here, and we don't really care about the rest. And let's go ahead and have this one go there, and this one go here, and move this one here, and this one here, that one there, that one there. Okay. Oh, that's right. He still has... We didn't get him a crossbow. Did we get a crossbow? Yes, we got a crossbow. You are going to use a crossbow. I don't want you running up into combat with your staff. Oh, and he's got... I keep forgetting he has a wand of burning arc. Can we drag that down to... Yep, we can. Okay. Your spells. Get rid of that one and that one. Let's turn that on. Move this over here. Get rid of this and this. Move this down here. And our searing light here. Okay.
I'm here.
You we don't care about.
Let us not hesitate.
And we'll leave that the way it is for now because we need to rest. Okay. So let's go ahead and see if we can rest here.
Dispatch those fools!
Will not die yourself, indeed.
And amazingly enough, that got us all up a level. So let's go ahead and collect all these pieces. And again, the Baron is almost dead. Because that's the way the Baron rolls.
Our time has come.
Okay. So, for some reason, you didn't go up a level. That I don't understand. Why did everyone else go up a level, but not you? Okay, next. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, next. Let's go ahead and take reflexive dodge. Complete. Next. Boom, boom. Next. Complete. Most of these will be pretty straightforward because they don't have feats or anything to pick. Apparently they had a pre-made build, but I don't like pre-made builds, so. Rogue talent. Let's give them skill focus and do spell focus on perception, persuasion, or trickery. All of those are good. Let's go with trickery. Okay, and now the undead sorceress. Boom. Boom, boom. Next. So I get a 3rd level ability. Let's take Fireball. You can never go wrong with a good placed Fireball. Even though I never remember to do that. Okay, Mr. Wizard. Okay, 3rd level spells. Stinking Cloud. Actually, that's not a bad choice. Stinking Cloud was not that. And let's go with Haste. Gotta have Haste. Just gotta have haste. Okay, next. And complete. And for some reason, I'm not sure why you didn't go up a level. For some reason, you have less experience than everyone else in the party. That is bizarre. Okay. We'll make do. Okay, so now we have to go and do spells yet again, because we have more spells. So you get another 3rd level spell, so let's take another Bull Strength. And we will take Resist Energy Communal. You don't get spells. You don't choose spells. You. And let's give you another Burning Arc. Oh, here's a good choice. Do we want Summon or Fire? Let's go with Haste. In fact, let's go ahead and replace that one with Haste. Okay. So let's see if we can successfully rest this time. Yep, looks like this time it worked. Mind you, it took us 16 hours, but we rested. Okay, now you
I will see this through.
need to throw remove blindness on you. Okay. So now we can go into the deadly room. Just eat goblins sometimes. I saw once. It eats me. You be no baron no more. Me open it you for you, baron, your grace. No, me be baron. Chest be mine. No touching baron's treasure. Okay. So let's throw a
Spare me
few
the
spells here.
details.
No reason to actually throw that. How long does this last? 1 minute per level. We're going to go ahead and throw that. And pause.
Ask away.
Together we stand.
Whoops. Okay. What we're looking for is probably you. It looks like it's okay.
I am superior!
Okay. That went pretty fast and easy. No one got really injured.
You got another one.
That's probably an amulet of natural armor, yes. An old map. Lots of those lying around. Incense, some swords. Another box here. Short bow, more maps. Okay, I think we're good. And now he's finally up a level. Oops. And I'm keeping these simple, straight, single classes. I'm not doing any of the complicated stuff that I could really do. Okay, and next. go ahead and have him take leave. Okay. And let's go ahead and have you pop off one of these. I got everyone back up. How's the bear doing? Bear. Bear's down quite a bit. Okay, so now how's the bear doing? He's down 3. He can survive being down 3. Okay, so let's head out and back on the road again. Oh, I should have rested. Oh well. We hadn't really used that many spells, mostly just the haste and the prayer. And of course, my party order is completely messed up and got reversed. Because I changed my order down below. Okay. Your Grace, Baron Vaughn, our prayers have been answered. We are the villagers of Old Stump. We wanted to build a farm in these lands, but we barely started digging the cellar when these monsters appeared. How louder, the more of your kind you call forth, the fewer will have to root out from their holes. What is it you want from these people? What do we want, two-legged? You ask this after everything your kin have done. You come to this land uninvited, dig up ancient graves and attack us, the guardians of the land. What do we want? We want to clean the world of the dirt you spread. Oh, we failed that one. You worship Desna, stranger, and Desna is a good goddess. Do not discredit her with unworthy actions. That's right. We talk under the same moon, stranger. I've always thought it a good sign when the hostile parties begin with conversation rather than an arrow in the face. If you will spend your time insulting a stranger, then you will certainly spend a moment more to explain in detail what my race and my subjects have done to offend you. What have we here? A two-legged with reason and dignity? Not like these others? They are deaf to our warnings. Fine, I will tell you. I will use the words of the ancient songs in a Cora Silverfire, who seeks farther than any of your sages and rulers. We are the guardians of this land, and it is imbued with evil. Evil sleeps here. under every burial mound, under each obelisk with one-eyed skulls, and you two-legged dig the ground like moles, stealing secret treasures from the ancient graves and tempting their dread magic. You will ruin all. The one who sleeps must continue his slumber. The caged one must remain behind bolt and bar. Do you understand, two-legged? I'm giving you a chance to take this rabble and leave. Go away from the city of hollow eyes, away from the burial mounds, away from the obelisks and the other Cyclops ruins. If you turn away from the past, the No-Man tribe will leave you in peace. Well, that's just wonderful. By a rough estimate, he just demanded that we relinquish 2/3 of the barony, including the most fertile fields and mines. Only the barren rocks in the mountains are free from the Cyclops ruins. I don't want bloodshed. We must come to an agreement. Listen, stranger, we cannot simply leave this land, but if your tribe will stop threatening the settlers, I will forbid them from entering the Cyclops tombs. My soldiers will patrol the area and punish any trespassers. I would also like to meet the chief of yours. We should learn to live side by side. I would also like to learn more about the evil that sleeps here. The No-Man tribe is led by a warrior priestess, Ikora Silverfine. I do not believe a word you say, human, but I will give you a chance. If the two-legged keeps their noses out of the tombs, then we will let them remain. Let them plant their outlands and build their homes. But if a single one breaks our agreement, there will be trouble. You have been warned, hunters. Follow me. What were you thinking? These creatures are unpredictable savages, and from what we hear, fanatics as well. As soon as a trade caravan unknowingly stops and the wind-worn Cyclops still, our children run inside tombs while playing hide-and-seek. They will return and bring carnage with them. My friend, you can only make deals with equals, with those who think as you do, but not with half-humans who attack villagers because of their primal fables. And you would prefer to slaughter them all and be done with it, until we discover their motives and learn their location and numbers. Wouldn't you think it's wiser to proceed with caution? This doesn't sound like you, old friend. You would execute a small patrol on a whim to watch all the Varnhold burn tomorrow? No, we must learn what we can of their motives and determine the needs for an armistice. But do not imagine me blind to the menace these centaurs pose to our village. I will take any steps necessary to protect them. But that does not include slaughtering an entire patrol or ultimately a whole tribe simply because centaurs lack all skill at diplomacy. Your Grace, about the tombs, our younglings did go there, to that huge stone vault sticking out of the ground to the south. When? Damn it, I only just promised the centaurs that none of us would set foot in the tombs. If they spot those fools poking around, there will be trouble. General Regent, let's go to that huge stone vault. Okay. So let us go. There's lots on this map, so we probably want to explore it thoroughly. And we will probably be resting several times on this map. But time is not a big issue. Okay. Have they seen us yet? Nope. Maybe? Okay. So
my plans always come to fruition. Defeat is not an option.
Okay. So now we're in combat, so you also throw a fireball at him. And you go ahead and summon a big monster right there. And the rest of you hold for the moment to let our spells get off. Oh, and you... Oh, you don't really have anything to throw. Well, that didn't go well. You were supposed to hold. Claren, why were you
not falter.
not running up to attack? Huh. Okay. And this time was the barbarian that got injured.
Our time has come.
Let's do 2 of those. And then let's go ahead. I forgot I had blast. Let's go ahead and do one more. Okay. Let's go ahead and do a quick save, because this map's pretty dangerous at this level. And continue on. Oh, looks like treasure up here. Dagger, 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 dagger. Where are we on? Oh, we're fine on weight. Looks like that is the edge of something. A bandit.
On your knees!
Enemy approaching.
Out of my way!
And we found our first rings of protection. Yay! Oh, and I forgot about the amulet. So, you're having problems. So let's go ahead and have you take the amulet and one of the rings. And let's give you the other ring. And let's have you put the lamp on your... Okay. And I think that should do it. And
I will
you.
see this through.
Well, it looks like... Okay. We are out of healing there. So let's explore this ruin and then find a place in camp. But first it looks like we have some more.
Victory is near.
Oh, and I'm beginning to have you go berserk. Yay, more +1 rings for everyone. So you have a +1, you have a +1, so now we're going to give... Actually, we're going to give you a +1. Poor bear is almost dead. Rest of the party seems fine.
Let us not hesitate.
So how is bear now? Down a little bit. But I'm out of that. So I think at this point we're going to go ahead and make a camp here. There's an exit from this map, though we don't want to use it.
There's something over here.
Where? Oh, this was the glistens in the water thingy.
A waste of my time. I just can't. I just can't.
Might help if I take off my plate mail before I try diving into the water.
Done.
2,400 and a belt. And it's a belt of giant strength. Yay! So let's have you put on your armor. And the belt of giant strength. Okay. And let's rest. Do. So I can find a place I can rest. There we go. Let's begin resting. A ferocious skeletal champion. Oh, this one's a lot more dangerous. We can get poisoned. Amazingly enough, no one got poisoned. Getting lots of extra experience. There we go. Okay. So let's have you go ahead and throw your spell again. Now let's have you go ahead and throw one anyone, even though it only gives you one armor class. Since you have the bracers. I like to follow the edge and then figure out the middle. Direwolf.
We shall overcome.
Cut them to pieces!
Don't stand in my
Oops.
way.
We want to fight this direwolf. Now we want to fight this one. Skin, collect all, and another ring. Yay. Like I told you, you find lots of rings of protection +1 on this map. So hopefully by the end of this map, everyone will have one. You have one? You have one? You do not have one. Now you do.
I stand ready.
Okay. Everyone is cured up. Yep. I just want to make sure I'm getting the edge of the map. Sometimes there's stuff right on the edge. Ooh, coal. Ooh, okay. Let's pause.
At your
Because
service.
I think this is definitely a buffing fight.
Together we stand.
Actually, no. Before we do that, okay.
We will be victorious.
I shall not falter.
You shall pay.
You should run away.
Attack! Hold on, just a little more.
Yeah.
That was a tougher fight than some of the others. Cleric, heal thyself. Ooh, that was a good heal. Okay. Now, is there any treasure in here to speak of? I mean, there were some pretty nasty things in here. But apparently no treasure. Oh, undead.
Spare me the details.
I will not falter.
Apparently now it's our cleric who's getting more beat up.
Our time has come.
We need to increase this. So let's have you go over and increase the hunting. That'll reduce our time for hunting, which should reduce our chance of hunting. We have a good camouflage, so as long as they don't spot us when we're hunting, we're actually probably in okay shape. Okay, I've been basically streaming for 2 hours, so I am going to take a break, and I may be back later.